Good morning everyone and welcome back to another video. So we finally decided what we're going to do with the floor. I was going to wait until the weekend, but we're going to spend a few weeks. It's going to be hard, back-breaking work, but it's going to be worth it because we'll better see the original floor. We will be able to reclaim some of the original flagstones to use elsewhere on the project. We will also be able to use a waterproof membrane or a moisture barrier, insulation, underfloor heating, and then a brand new concrete slab on top of that. So I think it's going to be worth it. So let's crack on. Wow, what is that, Sean?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, where does that go?
Outside somewhere. Have we found the gold coin still there? That's metal.
Yep. More metal.
I should have put the dog. Tomato. I only told Steve I dropped €1.
This top bit, yeah.
That's granite, I think. That's metal. So they've framed it, haven't they?
Yeah.
Is there a cellar underneath here?
I don't believe so. So Sean, basically, it is a small void or shaft, yeah.
Yeah, it's not for anything to do with water or drainage or anything.
No, I don't think so either. It could possibly be ventilation for the fire.
Normally ventilation would be to the side or the back.
Yeah.
Not even to the back.
Yeah.
Where the heat is.
There might be another one here.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know. We don't know indeed. So we'll take a bit more up and see what we can discover.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. My back's hurting, Sean.
Yeah.
Is yours?
Yeah, from there to my feet. Somewhere in between.
But I don't think Steve even felt it today.
Nah, he's immune to it, isn't he?
He went off with a spring in his step, ready for more work.
Lamb, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Right, so let's just say, for instance, we've done a third.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? 1/3?
Thereabouts.
For instance, you can see we're sort of almost halfway between this window and the next. So over the next week or so, obviously we'll have the rest of it out, regardless if it's hard work or not, because it's quite demanding, isn't it? But we've just got to get it done.
Yeah, just got to knuckle down and get on with it.
The floor is a majority of Tomette terracotta tiles.
Yeah.
And they're all pretty knackered.
Yeah.
There's not that many flagstones.
No, surprised us.
So let's talk about the hearth. Did you call that a hearth?
Yeah.
Obviously that's all granite.
Yeah.
And then there's a missing piece and another missing piece where we assume it's just an air inlet for the fire, but we're not sure. It could be anything.
It doesn't make sense really to be an air vent going
No.
into the room.
Sean, you look tiny in that fireplace.
Because we dropped the floor down.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, the fireplace now looks more proportionate, yeah. But obviously we're still going to lose a little bit now because we've got to bring the floor back up. But
not as much.
No, not as much. So what we were thinking is there are 1,
Yeah, a few flags.
2, 3, 4 pieces of flagstone here. So what we'll have to do, remove these flagstones, shutter it, and then obviously when the concrete's laid and poured and set, we can then relay these flagstones, but obviously the same height as the finished level. Yep, so they'll still be lower than the concrete slab themselves, but at least it will be original. So maybe if we numbered them with a bit of chalk, take a picture, number them, and then
put to one side in the room.
It's going to be fantastic, Sean.
Yeah, it will be.
We sort of knew there'd be granite flagstones in the fireplace. Yeah.
It had to be. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, what an amazing find.
Yeah.
What a journey.
So obviously you can see a lot of the Tomettes are either cracked from age or maybe the odd probing from our spiky thingy breaker.
Can go.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter because we can't really do much with this anyway, can we?
No.
There's a bit more granite there on the front, and there is a row of granite here as well.
Just along here. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think they can just stay there, Sean, unless we incorporate that somehow. I'm not sure.
It'll help the foundation in that wall anyway if we left
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah, maybe that's what it's for. Over here as well, we noticed below the window that there is nothing below.
No.
So it looks like some sort of dry, limey, poured. Oh, this is obviously concrete, but you can see where it stops.
Yeah, it's
You've
line
got
here.
a black line. Yeah.
That'd have been furniture.
So yeah,
Sat on there maybe.
probably like a fitted cupboard or something,
Unit,
or worktop. Yeah. And then you've got the same along here a little bit as well. Oh, watch out, Sean. The window got you. Yeah. So maybe they didn't put Tomettes below the units. I don't know. Maybe to save costs or...
Possibly. You don't know what alterations have happened in the last 250 years.
Exactly, yeah.
We're slowly revealing some of them.
I look forward to getting a little bit further, but after that, there's only so much we can do. Moisture barrier, membrane essentially. Insulation, yeah. Heating.
Heating, what sort of heating?
Underfloor heating, so just water pipe.
So a pipe system.
Pipe system, yeah. And that will probably be put on top of steel mesh to make the slab pretty strong. And yeah, I don't think we'll gain too much thickness. I'm thinking 3 inches, 4 inches.
It'll be lower than this original floor.
But not by much.
That's 5 inches.
Yeah.
So
Maybe if we can do 4 inches throughout. Yeah. But I'm only going to do 2, what are they called?
loops.
2 loops essentially, yeah. So zones, I think they call it. So 2 zones, and that's going to be for the underfloor heating. So we can just go up, down, quite tight together, and then at least we know that we've got 1 zone and the second zone can be over there. And then it's going to go back through the wall. And we're actually going to use the old heating pipe.
Yeah, that was handy.
Yeah, it is handy, so we don't have to drill all the way through.
It's all in the planning.
Exactly. And then in the room behind, there will be like a boiler heat source pump, which is designed for underfloor heating, essentially. And I have looked at the prices of that. They're not cheap, but they're apparently very efficient.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. And when we talk about the 2 zones, does that mean we can have one running and one not, and vice versa, or are they be linked together?
Generally, they are linked together through the manifold. But it just means 2 separate zones. It doesn't really mean anything through heating. Obviously, if you had a zone in the hallway, a separate zone, and then you say 2 zones, but this would be 1 zone essentially. Yeah. You could have the hallway running independently. So you could have that at a slightly higher temperature if you wanted, or the kitchen slightly lower. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not a heating specialist or anything like that. I could be talking utter rubbish, but it doesn't matter.
The viewers still love you, Billy.
Brilliant. So done well today. Yeah. We're 1/3 through, essentially. So yeah, I think it's time to go home, Sean.
Okay.
Because my back is hurting.
Yeah, I've got a few ailments.
Come on, let's go home, mate.
Righto.
So that's it for today, everyone. Everyone's a little bit knackered. No, that's not locked. It is now. Yeah, like I said, 1/3 is done, which is amazing. Tomorrow, hopefully we get a bit more done. I'm not sure we'll get as much done, but you know, it is Friday after all tomorrow, and we take it easy on Fridays, well, as easy as possible. So yeah, I'm hoping that we can get as much done next week, and hopefully by the end of next week we'll have it all finished, and then it will be preparation for the waterproof membrane or moisture barrier, insulation, underfloor heating, and then rendezvous with the cement company who will come and pour. Hopefully they get through the gate. I'm not sure, I'll have to measure that. If not, it will mean a pump, and they're quite expensive. But it doesn't matter, it will get done regardless. So thank you so much for watching this video today, everyone, and I'll see you all tomorrow.